Hey everyone, I just got my Armor 500. It came in. So that's what the box looks like from AR500. So let's open it up and see what's inside. I have a CCW to carry. So I figured let's get some armor just in case you shoot someone and they decide to shoot back. There's a brochure. The invoice. Here's a side body armor. Here's for the other side. And I ordered one extra, and I'll explain why I ordered an extra side body armor. This looks like it's for the front and back soft plates. Some of the trauma pads. More of the trauma pads. And this is the actual vest itself. So let's put the pad into the vest. There's a warning. It says to place this side towards the body, and this is the strike phase, so that goes on the outside for the bullet to hit. So okay. Once again, this side towards the body, this facing the outside, and then I put a trauma pad in the inside. This is for the back. and this is for the front. Alright, with all the pads in place, I ordered one extra side body pad, and I'll explain why I decided to order this extra pad. So, first thing you want to do is put on the body vest. So the cool thing about this vest is that you have protection in the front, and then you got protection at the side, where if they try to stab you, it won't cut through. If you want to go onto the YouTube, the videos, you can take a look. And then when you're carrying the Conceal, you notice how there's a big gap here, so it doesn't obstruct your ability to pull out the weapon. And always you want to keep your finger straight, so that way you don't do an accidental discharge. Just imagine your finger has a cast or a splinter, so that way you don't actually shoot. And then when you put it back, you also want to make sure your finger is straight. So this is what the armor pad looks like. The one thing I didn't understand about, oh, by the way, this is the soft armor is supposedly tougher than Kevlar. It's level 3, so it can stop all handguns, but it cannot stop a rifle. So most likely, if you go out, most likely you're going to get hit by a handgun, but not by a rifle. So hopefully the person you encounter has a handgun, but not an AR. So, for example, if you get hit something like this, this is a LaRue, the Predatober 5.56. So if you get hit by something like this, then you're pretty much screwed. But any type of handgun, so supposedly it's okay. So let me put this back. So I have two handguns. One's a Glock 22 and the other one I think is a Glock 27. They're both a 40 caliber. So if you get hit by, as I mentioned, like handguns, then it should be okay. One other thing is if the person that you encounter and they're able to shoot the center mass, then you should be okay. But if they're a poor shot and they hit 2 shots here and then 1 shot in the head, then you're pretty much screwed. Because the armor, cannot protect the head. It can protect like the heart, the lungs, and that kind of stuff. The one thing I didn't understand about armors in general is that if they hit the center mass right here, you're okay. But if the guy's a poor shot and he hits down in the stomach or down here, where your bladder, your kidneys, your spleen, your lower intestine, your upper intestine, you just had pizza and now you get in the belly and you don't want food to, come out. So I didn't understand why they don't make armor down a bit like lower. I mean, it could be that it's uncomfortable that when you're trying to sit down, it's kind of uncomfortable here. That can be it's understandable if you have hard plates. But if you have soft plates, I was thinking, why not put like another soft plate here, so that way you can kind of like tuck it in your pants, and then so that way it doesn't obstruct you from pulling out your weapon. And if you get stabbed or shot in the belly, there's some kind of protection here. So my suggestion to AR500 armor is if somehow you can make soft body armor here, so that way you have more protection in the front. Because as I mentioned, not every shot goes to the center mass on top. Some might go down to the bottom. So you want to have protection here as well. Now, if the guy, as I mentioned, hits you in the head, then then that's pretty much it. But if you get hit here, down here, then that's okay. So that's pretty much it. Let me put this back in. Make sure your finger is straight. And you always want to try to keep your gun in your holster, so that way it protects the trigger, so there's no accidental discharge. So I have two. One's a Glock 22 and one's a Glock 27. And then this is how it looks from the back. Okay. And then supposedly if I wear a jacket, you're not going to be able to see the armor. So or a shirt. So let's see if that's true or not. Oh, I have to button my shirt up. Well, this one's a bit bulky. You can see the imprint. Supposedly on YouTube, you don't see the chest piece. Not unless I'm doing something wrong here. So, let me take up my shirt and see if I can adjust this. This is, I think this is as close as I can get it to go in. And so if I get shot on your side, stab, it's okay. Shot in the front, it's okay. Shot in the back, it's okay, but if you get shot in the head, then you're screwed. Put this under my stomach here. Strike face, face in the front. Let's see if I have a different shirt. First, from our sponsor, Starbucks. This is a coconut milk mocha. Alright. So, how can I make this less concealable? Oh. Apparently, I can adjust the sides so that way they go in more. And then when I close it, hello? Oh, that is the worst. Infomercials. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. Black is less conspicuous. Well, I passed the mom test. I walked around the house wearing my shirt and pants, and she couldn't tell that I had armor underneath. So far it looks like black hides it the best. There's a little bit of an imprint here, and then there's a little bit on my shoulder in the back, but if just a quick glance, then you're not going to be able to tell. Plus this shirt is a bit tight. If I get like a loose fitting dress shirt, like flannels, then you're not going to be able to see see it as much. And then I'm able to have my carry here, so if I need to take it out, then I can. Remember to keep your fingers straight, as if you have a splinter or a cast on your finger. It's always straight, so that way there's no accidental discharge. And then slide it back in the slider. It goes all the way in. So yeah, as I mentioned, I passed the mom test, where I walked around the house and she wasn't able to tell that I had armor on. So let me show you what I have underneath. Is my body armor. This is by AR500 Armor. It's good at protecting the center mass. If you get shot in the head, then that's pretty much over. If you get stabbed or shot in the belly, then that can be really messy. So that's why I bought an extra piece of armor, the soft armor, so they stop all handguns, as well as knife. So if you get shot in the stomach or stabbed in the stomach, then you're okay. So what I did was I tuck it a little bit like in my pants. There you go. So I have some extra protection here. I'm not really sure why most armors, they don't have a flap or a slab in the front to kind of put soft body armor here to kind of protect the stomach, because down here, if you get stabbed or shot, that's where your spleen and your kidneys and your upper intestine and your lower intestines are, and then you don't want your guts to spill out. I wish they would make something that has soft armor on the bottom to kind of protect your stomach as well. And they're not hard plates; they're soft armor. So when you sit down, it's going to bend and fold a bit. So it's something that's doable. And I like the fact that they have the side plates here. So if you're reaching for something, or for whatever reason you're shooting, and then you get shot or stabbed on the side, the knife is not going to go through, and you're protected as well. In the back, you're okay here. Of course, if you get shot in the head, then you're screwed. But as I mentioned, hopefully most of the time when they shoot, they aim for the center mass, so you should be okay. And then if I put on my shirt again, hopefully it's not going to be that recognizable, which I don't think it is. So I can walk around and can't really tell. I mean, if you come up and you look closely, then you might see some bulges. But if it's just a casual walk, then it should be okay. As I said, I walked around the house, and my mom, she didn't realize that I had it on till after I took off my shirt, and she's like, "Oh, you got some armor on." But prior to that, it's hard to tell. I recommend to get a loose black shirt, because if there are any bulges or imprints, black is harder to see, or maybe white. But if you get something like lime green or blue, then you're gonna see the imprint more. As I mentioned, the side armor, there's room here for you to pull and then come out, so that's good. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions on how I should wear this, but right now it seems to be okay. If I stand and have my arms folded in line, it's harder to tell as well. Or if I just stand still like this, it's okay too. Has a little bit of imprint in the back, so if you wear, hopefully after I wear it a little bit more, it would settle in and you won't see it as much. I just got it now and I just opened it, so it looks pretty good. So now if there's an active shooter, I can pull out my Conceal, come out and shoot the target. If I miss or he shoots back, and hopefully he's going to shoot here, 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 and maybe down to my stomach, because I actually have like another plate down here. But as I said, if you get shoot on the throat or up here, it's pretty much over, you know, but nothing you can do. Hopefully it's just a center mass. And then, as I mentioned, I wish that AR500 or other armor companies, they would make like a little pouch here, and they would have kind of like a slab, a rectangular slab of soft armor that you can insert, so that way you have full protection from your pelvis up to your collarbone. Because right now it only goes up to about my rib cage. So you know, if there's a confrontation and you're talking to some guy, or just no confrontation, but a guy just stands there, and all of a sudden he pulls out a knife and he stabs you right here, you're pretty much screwed, because there's no armor here, and it happens really fast. It's like less than a second. You know, he can just pull it out, bam, and it's pretty much over. In those training the videos, when someone is 21 feet away, it only takes them 1.5 seconds to lunge towards you and stab, and that's 21 feet away. And if you're talking to someone and you're only like 2 feet away, they can pull out a knife and just gank you like right there. And usually when they do, they go for the stomach or on the side of the ribs. And if I didn't have this on me, then guess where the knife is going to go? Right here. And they're going to stab a couple of times, and they'll run, and you're bleeding, and this upper part right here is kind of useless. So something to consider, if they can make like a rectangular pouch down here and put in some armor down here, so that way if you do get stabbed at close range, the knife is not going to cut through. You're going to feel a big punch, but at least there's no penetration and there's no bleeding, and then that might give you some time to push them away, pull out your gun, and engage. So right now the best thing I can do is I ordered an extra side armor, and I tuck it underneath the armor, and then the bottom part goes a little bit into my pants, and that offers some form of protection from getting shot or stabbed. And if I put on my shirt, as I mentioned, it's not that noticeable, except for a little imprint here. And then if I try to sit down, I don't have a problem really like sitting down, because the armor here is soft armor, so it can bend, and that allows me to slouch or even lean forward. And then when I get up, just want to make sure that my armor is straight. So far it's it's not bad. If I'm walking down the street And if you don't pay attention, you're not gonna know or really know that I'm wearing armor. You know, you might think I'm gonna gain some weight. So, all right, that pretty much does it. Thanks for watching.